Hi there, this is Mel with One Woman and Two Acres. Welcome to a part of my porch. It has some issues, like, screen. Also, I need seat cushions for this. They're very old and they're nasty. And the cat's sleeping on them. So I need something I can take off, throw in the laundry, slip back on when somebody comes over or when I just want to sit down and not sit in cat fur. So I need to rescreen. I would like a porch kitchen, something simple. I mean, obviously not with a sun oven and all that, but my grill, that'd be nice. And maybe, I don't know, I'll see about that. But I would like to work on this porch, make it more user-friendly. So, let's get started. You gonna help? Are you gonna help? And of course, it is never as easy as all that. There are staples all in the wood. Some are easier to come out than others, of course. But they used this to hold down the plastic so that they could sit out here in winter. Unfortunately, what they've done is they've painted over them instead of taking them out first. So it's left to me to not only dig them out of paint, but out of the wood too. Some come out fairly easily, and when they don't, it's only one side, give them a tug with a pair of pliers, and they come out fairly nicely. So, and they're all over. I mean, they're here, they're here, here. They're all over, and across here, and across here. I mean, they're everywhere. So, I'm going to spend some time and pull my own staples. Don't you just love it when somebody does the backlighting? Okay. Well, I've been getting some comments about my use of power tools. Alright, my use of power tools. And I really appreciate it. You're right. I do have friends and family's phone numbers in case I hurt myself. I mean, I'm alone out here. Of course I do that. I always have my cell phone. What's over there? I always have first aid. I have a fire extinguisher. Because you never know. However, one thing that is a little strange is that my hands are flexible. Now the rest of me is normal flexibility, but my hands are extremely flexible. Most people can do that. I can do this. I played piano. My music teacher said that I had piano hands. And what she meant by that was that I could stretch them and contract them, and I could do a lot of stuff with them. And that's for playing the piano. Well, they were grooming me to be a pianist. Well, I didn't want to be a pianist. I was a kid. I just wanted to, do songs for a family and have fun. So after a few years, I said, that's enough of that. The fact that they were grooming me for something, it was the best thing that ever happened to me that I didn't do it. I could have become a spoiled little brat. No. Family and friends will say I did. That's okay. My mommy loved me. I wanted to explain that I am taking precautions, but the way that I handle power tools is weird like that. because of my hands. Being alone out here, you kind of want to be careful. I mean, even if it's the two of you, even if there's two of you, you want to be careful because, well, I mean, if you're working on the same thing, both of you could get hurt. That's no good. So, I suggest everybody take these precautions. It's just a smart thing to do. But don't make that stop you from doing this. I mean, my knuckles are completely scarred from doing this. So what? I'll wash my hands, full disinfectant on it. I'm done. So, I don't know. Just do it. That's all. Just do it. And have fun with it. I do. And here is a pile of little bitty staples from my porch. I believe they're all out. I'm sure I've missed one or two. You always do. But I think that's all of them. Now for the next step. Okay, now we come to the fun part. I smartened up and put on my gloves because now I've got Band-Aids all over. And if anybody knows of any Band-Aid, some kind of something, that doesn't fall off all the time, please let me know. I'm fed up with this. I mean, I've got to tape them together. I may as well just use duct tape with gauze. Anyway. Oh. Well, this is interesting. I have nails. Well, they obviously ran out of staples. Or we're trying to fix an already messed up screen. So, we have to get nails out. Uh-huh. This is obviously outside my porch. Oh boy. So, I need to get everything out of here. There are thumbtacks in here. Okay. Alright. I need to get everything out of here before I can even think about rescreening. I found these while they were screwed in to the porch to keep the sun out. I don't want these, but if you're ever wanting to know, these little individual slats, save them. Use permanent marker, write your plant name, use it as a plant stake. Here we go screening. This came from my mom's house. They had this much left. She had paid for all of it, so they left it for her. And yes, it's on safety. This stuff is incredibly tough. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, yeah. Alright, it's not as easy as it looks. You can imagine. Okay. Okay. Well, that holds it up. Now, I'm just going to fasten it in places so that I can stretch it a little bit. And you notice I'm doing this over here because this has a an edge to it. This does not. If you're afraid of power tools, try me and ladders. Yeah. Okay. Now I just need to stretch it, cut it off, fold it under, yada yada, and do it along the bottom. But this has to go around the corner, so I have to get the really tall ladder. Woohoo! This is going to be fun. Have you ever noticed that nothing is clear cut? Like, I'm going to screen the porch today. It means taking out all those staples, all those nails, and now it means just ancient and unusable dish. Well, I mean, I'll use the dish. So, let's see about getting this off. Without it hitting me in the head. Oh, shut up. Cool. How long are these bloody things? Anyway. Sit up there. Now. Of course, you're making me nuts. Now. Notice I'm wearing gloves still. This is much nicer than hitting my knuckles. Didn't want to lose it, did they? And of course that's the wrong size. Oh. Had to go a size down for this. Okay, here it comes. Let's see if it hits me on the head. Oh. There's another one. I can't believe it. I got it out and it never hit me in the head. Yay! But now I have to get up here and put the screen in. Alright, let me go up the ladder. Now you just start the same as before. Only a little higher off the ground. First, take it off. And don't leave it. Thank you. Good. Okay. Let me unstring some of this. Pull it across. And see what I can get accomplished. Well, I'm finally on this other side. And in the sun. Wow. Yes, and in the sun. So, first, take off the old screen. Oh. Removing the old screen, carefully climb your ladder. And I like to fold the edge over. I just think that's a smarter way of doing things. But, you know, it makes sense. Right. Pull it nice and tight. Climbing slowly off your ladder to the bottom. And I'm out of staples. Arr. There. Oh. Pull it nice and tight. Take the safety out. And continue along the top. Oh. Then I suggest you cut the bottom off first. Okay. And if you're lucky like me, poison ivy doesn't bother you. Voila. And just like that, your screen is cut. And then, if you're like me, make the little fold. I think I've been sewing too long. I get back into sewing. That was fun. I used to make all my own clothes. And I'm going to start doing it again, but with a twist. 'Cause I don't know about you, but when I go to a fabric store and I look at the prices, I may as well go and buy them first class from, you know, high-end department stores. But I have a different idea. And I will share that with you one of these days when I get back to sewing. Now as you head up this side, you pull it nice and taut and staple it in. Ow. Okay. And the last bit What I'm afraid I can't show you is putting on the slats to pretty it up. I don't have any slats. I have no pretty. So, maybe in a future video. Until then, I've got a screen. It's kind of nice out here. It certainly is cooler when it gets hot during the day. But this is my porch. It's big enough, it's comfortable. I certainly have humongous furniture. Mom's, of course, yeah, let's all say it together. Also the screen. I wanted to tell you about the screen. My mother had her screen replaced because there had been a hurricane and it had broken some of the screen off and had torn it up pretty good. And the fella came in and said, "Ma'am, what you need is this screen. It can withstand hurricane winds." Well, anybody in Florida, you take that with a grain of salt, except for my mom. She says, "Oh yes, I must have it." He did the whole porch, and then he had all that left over, and I could have done the whole screen porch and still had some left over. I don't want to just now. But when she told me this, I thought, no, no screen can do that. And then, amazingly enough, I had a chance to see it in action. Not with a hurricane, but with a cat. The cat had seen something up at the top of the screen at on my mother's porch. And instead of meowing and leaving it, he, of course, went up the screen. I caught him at the top of the screen. Get down, he finally got off. I went over. There was not a single mark from the cat climbing the screen, from him hanging on the screen. There was not a single mark. So I'm sold on the screen. I wish I had the name of it. I will do some research and see if I can't put it on at the bottom. But wow, it's amazing stuff. It is so strong. Quite the transformation, isn't it? Just a little bit of screen goes a long way. I don't have bugs beating against the lights and me. I even dressed the place up a little bit. Isn't that nice? I even cleaned me up a little bit. That was nice. Nothing ever feels so good as a shower when you work so hard and ugh. But I get to enjoy my porch now, and that is a wonderful thing. I found the information about the screen. I'm going to leave it down in the description below. And I'm going to enjoy my porch now. I'm glad you were with me today. I hope you all have a blessed day.